This 2x2 base design includes actually an astounding amount of space. 19 large boxes, 28 small boxes, space for 4 sleeping bags with your research table inside, and a hidden TC. So right when we enter the base, we have drop boxes and a shotgun trap protecting the front door, 3 furnaces, 4 sleeping bags, our research table, a small box and a large box, our workbench, and 2 small boxes, with 2 more large boxes, 2 small boxes, and 2 furnaces, 3 large boxes on the bottom, as well as 3 small boxes, 2 large boxes in the middle, as well as 2 small boxes, and then 2 large boxes with 3 barbecues and 3 small boxes. In here, we have the same loot room design, 2 large boxes, 3 barbecues, 3 small, 2 large, 2 small, 3 large, and 3 small again. And here, we have our hidden decoy TC. After you get off for the night, you can either put a glass window, which is 2C4, or you can go for the more alternatively hidden route, one of these, which is actually decently hidden to somebody who doesn't have that many hours. I'm going to show you guys how to build this. Let's get into it. For your footprint, let's start with 3 lowered foundations and 1 higher foundation, with lowered triangles on all sides. Depending on how low your foundations are, you shouldn't have to upgrade them to anything past stone. Now, I would do these sheet metal, place them all soft side facing into you, and soft side facing you on this back tile. Soft side here again, facing towards you on the inside. Wall these off, and here you're actually going to want this back one here to be a high wall with a half wall on top, and then for the rest, half walls facing you inside here, hard side facing you here. Doesn't matter for this one because we are going to be covering it up either way. Keep this stone, do not upgrade this to anything past stone, or the raiders will assume that your TC is in here right from the get-go. If they see that this is, I don't know, let's say armored or even sheet metal and the rest of the honeycomb isn't, they will know that something is up. So just keep it stone, trust me, and you will not get rocket raided by your front door. 2x2s are almost always hit from the back corner here, the back corner here, or the four squares on the roof. So do not upgrade this to anything past stone. I do not recommend it. This here could be upgraded to sheet metal, just so that raiders do not opt for this wall path, which is just as cheap as going through the door path here. Place in your 3 furnaces and roof it all off. I would almost always do your roof either sheet metal or HQM, because roof raiding on 2x2s is very common. That looks like a good TC placement, so you can just leave it like that until we get offline. This can stay stone. Let's get into the box placements. Keeping this flipped this way will give raiders the illusion when raiding in from doors when they miss the TC, that TC is in this room because the hard side is facing you here. So to start, let's get our 2 furnaces here in corners like so. A horizontal small box. It can be a little bit tricky to get, but just sometimes knowing it's possible is all you need. And then place a vertical small box. I recommend placing these large boxes first, as if you mess it up, it's just easier this way, guys. Alright. Good thing we agree. Throw your small box down, and throw your triangle. You can throw your workbench up now with 2 small boxes. If you do not have garage doors, then unfortunately you're going to need to make a 1x2 first, just to help you kind of get started. I also do really recommend making this sheet metal. Once you have your research table down here, place it as far back and to the left as you can. If you know you did it right when about 33% of it is creeping over this overhang here. Throw your large box in there with a small box to the side. You should be able to slap down 4 bags here, totaling for this being up to a quad base. Now for box placements, these can be kind of tricky. I recommend placing them vertically this way rather than horizontally this way. I find it a lot easier, and standing up on here also helps a great deal. Now once you have 3 boxes placed down, come up on the half wall, throw down a vertical small box, and then a horizontal small box, and then another vertical or horizontal from this position. Throw down your triangle here. It can stay stone, does not need to be upgraded. And come as far to the left as you can. You kind of have to mess around with it. You'll figure out the placement, but it should look something like that. Throw in a vertical small box standing on this furnace. And this is going to be a little bit tricky sometimes, but I promise you can do it. A horizontal there, and you'll know you're done it right when you can just slide right in and access every box. Now we place our roof here, and we connect it with a roof here. We place in our large box and a barbecue like Pac-Man eating the large box. Come to the left as far as you can, and you'll see it kind of catches there. It doesn't move with me anymore. It's exactly where you want it. Place your small box and another large box. Place your Pac-Man barbecue here with a horizontal small box. Now jump up on your workbench, switch it around, throw it down, and then throw it on your small box, and we have this section done. Come here and do the same. we have all your loot down. Now I will show you how to turn this into a fully functional Dropbox room. Start by half-walling everything off and throwing a roof on it. You can have a repair bench as a jump up. Throw your ladder over the door like so. Throw your large box down with a small box, and then here you are only going to be able to put one large box. Pick up your ladder. You will need to pick up your door for this so that you can get the shotgun trap angle right, and then come in the doorway and just creep back, crouch down, and you will get it. And then we have this shotgun trap facing the door, ready to kill anybody who tries to come in. I would highly recommend, if you're playing solo in the space, locking these boxes, and if you're playing in a team, before you put these roofs on, code lock them and get your teammates to open them. Another added thing, if you do not mind spending the metal, you could upgrade these, and then you will have a much more protected base. I do not think you do not need to upgrade this. For Honeycomb, it's very simple. Come back to your footprint that you made. Slap down roofs, half wall, and finally, for your roof, once again, if you do not mind, you could upgrade this to HQM, but for the sake of the video, I'm not going to. I also recommend having these four be sheet metal, just so it's that extra rate cost. Like I said, roof rating, a 2x2 is very common, and then cover it with stone just to not let anybody know. And that is it. You have the most hyper efficient 2x2 that you can, with the most storage that is not completely cramped, will fit 4 people with ease. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you want more videos, go check out my 1x2 maximum storage 1x2 I just made. Get to chatting.